Welcome to a special edition of Political Empire. I'm Press Enterprise Metro Editor John Bender. I'm here talking with Richard Diatley, who is writing about the possible government shutdown. It could happen tonight at 9 o'clock our time. Rich, how would that affect federal institutions in our area?
Well, probably some of the top ones would be March Air Reserve Base. The non-essential Department of Defense civilian employees will be furloughed. There's about 8,500 people overall who work at the base. They don't really have it broken down as to how many are civilians, how many are reservists.
And who do they consider non-essential?
For whatever projects, and they may not want to speak too directly about what those are on the base that don't have to do with its day-to-day operation or other matters that, once again, they may be a little less desirous to talk about.
They'd be furloughed.
They'd be furloughed until further notice.
Okay. The National Cemetery.
National Cemetery, Veterans Administration says that burials will continue, but maybe on a reduced schedule is the way they put it, and that I would suspect would not take effect immediately. That would probably be over some time.
And federal courts.
Federal courts, the national administrators for federal courts have already said that they expect to be able to run for 10 normal business days and then have to reassess where they're at.
We also have a big recreation area. We have Joshua Tree National Park, and we have the San Bernardino National Forest.
Those two places, yes. And Joshua Tree National Park, if the shutdown occurs and continues, rangers are going to go out tomorrow and start telling campers they have about 48 hours to leave, to be essentially evacuated from the park in a way, although we always think about emergencies when you use evacuation. That means taking all of their camping gear with them and physically leaving the park. It's going to be shut down. The San Bernardino National Forest, a little more, and by the way, going back to Joshua Tree, this is the height of their season, the fall. San Bernardino National Forest, a little bit different. U.S. Department of Agriculture, which oversees the Forest Service, predicts about 7 days to shut things down. Once again, as with the national park, essential people, firefighter, law enforcement, and people to preserve and protect the land, they will remain in place, but the others will be furloughed. You can expect, as in the past when this is threatened, visitor centers to shut down. Campgrounds, a different story with the San Bernardino National Forest. Some already have shut down for the season. Some are shutting down in a few weeks, so you probably won't have as many people affected that way. And
the Naval Warfare Center in Corona, that's another federal institution we have.
Different institution. It is probably is exempt from the shutdown. It is, rather than being front-ended by tax dollars, it has a business model to operate so that they're reimbursed for their science and engineering work that they do. And so they expect to just continue operations as usual.
Well, thank you, Rich. So we'll see an immediate impact at Joshua Tree and in the National Forest
and at March Air Reserve Base. Less so, and by the way, veterans, hospital, and medical services are expected to continue uninterrupted.
Thanks again, Rich Diatley. For the Press Enterprise and PE.com, I'm Metro Editor John Bender.